Kobe's footsteps, as well as, Brooklyn Hessen and Hannah Williams from last year as well. Those are two huge pieces to the team that we'll be missing.
Absolutely. And again, we'll talk more about some of those pieces as we continue again, as the Top Knot Studio pregame show rolls on, as we'll take another timeout, come back, and we'll have more for you after this. We'll talk about the Northwestern opponent, the East Central Tigers, as you're listening to Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
I love my bank are the words our customers say when they bank with us. With our latest technology at your disposal, you can manage cards, pay bills online, transfer money, and so much more. And our newest feature can even earn you rewards with your Bank Central credit card. So switch to Bank Central today, and soon you'll be saying, I love my bank too. Call us today at 580-327-1122 or see our products at bcna.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Adam Jordan, administrator at Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we believe to give is to receive. For every bit of love and care we give our residents, we receive just as much joy and love in return. We are more than residents and staff. We are family. We are proud to be the oldest privately owned nursing home in the state of Oklahoma. When it's time for you to choose a nursing home facility, we hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home. Give us a call, 580-327-1274, or stop by 917.
My name's Mikey, and I'm your...
Swept in every one of their matches so far. Their one-game win was against Western Colorado, where they were defeated 3-1. And a team that's 0-9 on the season, that does not bode well coming in against a team like Northwestern, who's playing very well right now. It's won 4 of the last 5.
Yeah, most definitely. I think right now, East Central is kind of a team that Northwestern could definitely bully and beat up on, especially here at home. And that'll be a good one, especially for our fans here, which we have a handful of them coming in right now. But, man, East Central, wow.
Yeah.
What a start.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be, again, they're 0-9 so far. They're 0-2 away, and they're 0-7 against on neutral site floors so far this year. One thing that does not bode well against a team like Northwestern, who is very good at attacking and getting a number of kills, is they've given up 378 kills so far this season. In fact, that the attack percentage right now is hovering right around 30%. For East Central, right around 0.59. That is not a good number to come in against a team like Northwestern.
Yeah, most definitely not, especially with, our defensive side. Like I said, I had mentioned before, we've got Jennifer Eubanks up there. I know that obviously Caitlin Robinson as well as Kiana Clark are going to be two forces not to reckon with on the defensive side. And then junior Sydney Miller, who is a huge defensive specialist. She's going to be our libero tonight. So East Central is probably going to have a pretty rough time with our team.
Well, and again, tonight, all teams have everybody's going to be opening Great American Conference play this week. Let's run down our Great American Conference standings, a team that we are very familiar with, the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. They're 6-2 overall this season. Yeah, you talked about them with Coach Abishon. They're a very good team and one player that we know very well.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Abishon and I kind of had a little talk. I go and sit in his office every now and then. We're pals. But, I had mentioned to him that was one of our favorite games to call just because it's just back and forth. It's just so intense literally the entire time. And we had mentioned we might be going down for that game in Bethany. And he was like, I definitely feel like they're the team to beat this year. They are the team to watch out for. There's Bailey Turang is that one player that he said she'd put on about 15 pounds of muscle. So she is just out here just annihilating people. And I'm sure whenever we play her here coming up, we'll be able to see that. But I'm really excited about that game or just about the season in general.
Well, again, Southern Nazarene leading the conference at 6-2, and second is Oklahoma Baptist at 6-3. Harding comes in at 5-3 on the season. They're third. In fourth is Northwestern at 5-4. In fifth is Ouachita at 4-4. In sixth is Southwestern at 4-5. Seventh is Arkansas Tech at 3-5. Our buddy Brock Himes' team over there not doing too well this season.
It's because he's there.
In ninth, Henderson State at 3-5. In ninth is Southern Arkansas at 2-5. In 10th is Arkansas Monticello at 2-6. East Central in 11th, or Southeastern in 11th at 1-7. And coming in that 12th spot, again, is the East Central Tigers, the Northwestern Ranger volleyball opponent here this evening. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll be set to begin this one, and set number 1 coming up here very shortly. We'll also run down your starting lineup tonight, which is, again, brought to you by Mission Supply as we close out the Top Knot Studio pregame show. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Dingall Real Estate Knox has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 35 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see it.
Knowledge is power. It's also the foundation for intelligent, well-considered decisions. When you have retirement in sight, sound decisions are vital in helping you pursue your goals and avoid costly mistakes that can affect your family's future. At E&J Financial, we are committed to helping people just like you create solutions for their retirement asset. Once we understand your tolerance risk, time horizon, and goals, E&J works diligently to develop a program that carefully balances investment strategies with helping preserve your principal. You can visit E&J at one of our 4 locations in Woodward, Stillwater, or right here in Alva.
And folks, welcome back here to Percival Fieldhouse as it's now time for our national anthem before we get this one going, as here it is. Well, there you have it, folks. The final notes of the Star Spangled Banner. Again, we're going to take one more final timeout, and we'll have the starting lineups right after this. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Whatever your lending needs, Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma can help. Real estate loans, operating loans and equipment loans, roll home loans, livestock loans, ag business loans, and more, all handled with personal service, quick response, and individual attention. When you're ready to raise the stakes, they are the ones raising their hands to help. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff knows the greater Alva community and are the ones to help you with the loans you need. Next time you're in need of a loan, visit Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma in Alva, your source for agricultural loans and services.
Foots Farm Supply in Alva has everything you will need in the way of supplies for your farm or ranch. Foots Farm Supply carries a full line of vet supplies as well as everything you will need for your next fencing project. Foots also has sprayers, classic ropes, gloves and caps, tools, and so much more. They are now offering liquid Zestera and Zestera infused lick tubs, so be sure to pick them up while they are in stock. So the next time you need everything for your farm or ranch, see the friendly folks at Foots Farm Supply, located at 618 Flint Street, right here in Alva.
And welcome back, folks, here to Percival Fieldhouse at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Justin Goodnow alongside Olivia Endell, Montana McCullough back in studio for this one. It is now time for the starting lineup brought to you by Mission Supply. For all of your oil field needs, visit the guys with over 25 years of oil field experience. That's Mission Supply at 1006 East Oklahoma Boulevard in Alva. And again, our Top Knot Studio pregame show. Liv, you've got some stuff going on at Top Knot.
Yeah, I do. I have all my signs there, and I get my hair cut there, so it's a good time.
Again, visit them for all of your essential hair needs at 524 Flint Street in Alva, Oklahoma. And again, let's take a look at your starting lineups for East Central tonight. Starting a 5'11 sophomore middle blocker, number 1, Kelly Smith. A 5'5 junior setter, number 3, Sydney Dunnigan. A defensive specialist, a 5'4 junior, number 8, the libero, Casey Beeler. A 5'6 freshman outside hitter and defensive specialist, number 9, Chanel Taylor. An outside hitter, the 5'10 senior from Sash, Texas, number 10, Caitlin Coffey. A 5'10 sophomore from Denison, Texas, the setter, number 12, Taylor Greenemeyer. And the final starter tonight, a 5'9 freshman middle blocker, number 21, Zanaya Norvell. East Central is coached by Melissa Anderson. And again, the Tigers come in with a record of 0-9 so far this season. On the other side for Northwestern, they'll start the opposite hitter, the redshirt senior, 5'9 from San Antonio, Texas, number 2, Kiana Clark. A 5'8 junior defensive specialist playing libero tonight, number 3, Sydney Miller. A 5'9 freshman middle hitter, number 4, Alexi Beach. A 6-foot sophomore outside hitter, number 5, Katie Honeycutt. A 6-foot senior middle hitter, number 10, Jennifer Eubanks. A 5'8 junior outside hitter, number 11, Kate Dieterding. And then the final starter tonight, the 5'10 junior setter, number 15, Caitlin Robinson. Again, Northwestern coached by head coach Fred Aubuchon, assisted by Courtney Cunningham. The Ranger volleyball team in their white uniforms with the red numbering and red lettering across the front. East Central will be in their road blacks with the orange trim, the white lettering of Tigers on the back, and the orange numbering on the front. Lady Rangers to our left, East Central to our right as we're about ready to begin.
Let's get it going. I'm excited. You know who else I miss? Carly Gear.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good call.
She brought a lot of energy to the court, and I really miss that.
Then again, leading the team with digs so far this season, it was typically Carly is now Sydney Miller, who's got 177 on the season. East Central ready to go, as it will be Casey Beeler to serve from right to left across your radio dial. Beeler serves this one, received by Northwestern. Robinson sets near side for Clark. It's blocked back at the net, and it's a point for East Central as the Tigers get on the board first.
That's definitely something Northwestern's going to have to watch out for. Really move their feet and communicate with each other.
And I believe that was Kelly Smith and Caitlin Coffey. Tigers lead at 1-0. So 1 serving 0 as Beeler serves this one, received by Northwestern. Robinson, middle of the floor, sets for Eubanks on the attack and kill, and that's a point for the Rangers, and we're tied at 1. We got used to seeing that last year.
I know. I was going to say, I've kind of missed that. You don't get over how hard she can hit.
Kiana Clark to serve. Here's the serve, received by East Central. This one is set by Duncan, far side here. Caitlin Coffey on the attack. Dug out by Robinson. Now sets far side for Dieterding. Her on the attack. Now it's dug out by East Central. Now this one is hit over by Northwestern. This one's popped up in the air. Kelly Smith just has to get it over. Dug out by Clark. Set far side for Dieterding on the attack. That's a good dig from Beeler that time as East Central goes over with it. Robinson, middle of the floor, sets on the near side to Eubanks on the attack. It's dug out by Beeler. Now it's popped up in the air by Miller. Now Dieterding just has to get this one over. East Central done against sets. Here on the near side on the attack is Coffey, and that's going to be a point for East Central as Dieterding could not handle that one.
Very good defensive action on both sides of the team. They're moving very well, kind of watching the ball and very aware of where they are on the court.
Folks, I'm going to tell you, this is my first one in a year. My apologies if it's not that great tonight.
I forget my words.
Sydney Dungeon to serve. Received by Clark. Robinson sets middle of the floor for Dieterding. That one is dug out, I believe, by Chanel Taylor, but then goes out of bounds. Point for Northwestern.
She took that off the throat.
Yes, she did.
She's probably having some trouble breathing right now because that did not look like it felt good.
Oh, Northwestern bringing the heat on that attack.
Yes.
Dieterding to serve as we're tied at 2 from left to right. Received by Beeler. Now they set near side for Greenemeyer. Dig by Dieterding. Robinson sets for Eubanks on the attack, and that's the kill. And a point for the Rangers.
She's already showing out her offensive just fierceness. There's really no word to describe how well Jennifer Eubanks plays.
3-2 Northwestern leading set 1 here from Alva. Dieterding to serve. This one just gets over. That's a good serve as Beeler can't get to that one as that one, again, hits right off first. She tried to get it to the floor, and that's a service ace.
The ball definitely just kind of died as soon as it went over the net. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it.
Dieterding to serve again. Northwestern leading East Central 4-2. Here's the serve. That one just clips the net. Received by Beeler. Now they set middle of the floor for Smith. This one's dug out by Clark. Now they set back for Clark on the attack. Dig that time by Dungeon. Now they set far side on the attack is Coffee. Dig by Clark. Kept alive by Robinson. And nobody from Northwestern can get to it as it goes back behind the line.
Yeah, great hustle by Caitlin Robinson right then to try and save that ball, but just came up a little too short.
So Caitlin Coffey will serve now for East Central as the Tigers trail the Rangers 3-4. Here's the serve, goes into the net. A service error against East Central, point Northwestern.
Our first service error of the night already.
And again, East Central on the season, they have had, that's their 51st service error. Eubanks with the serve, received by Beeler. Now they set up at the front and over by Dungeon. Clark with the dig. Now they set on the far side on the attack is Honeycutt. I got by East Central. Now set here on the near side on the attack is Chanel Taylor. Dig by Clark. Now hitting this one over is Honeycutt. Dig by Taylor. Now they set near the net. Is tipping this one over was Greenemeyer. Dug out by Northwestern. Now on the attack is Alexi Beach. It's dug out by East Central though. Now on the attack goes Greenemeyer. As the dig from Clark kept alive by Dieterding. Now going over with it is Alexi Beach. East Central now with possession. On the attack is Chanel Taylor. Dig by Dieterding at the floor. Now on the attack is Honeycutt. And it's dug out by, I believe, Greenemeyer. Kept alive by East Central. And that one is too far past the back line. And that'll be a point for Northwestern.
Need to breathe for a second?
A little bit. That was good defense for the Rangers that time.
It was. Great defensive play by everybody all around. And especially the communication side. There was a handful of times where people were a little confused about who was going for it. But at least someone was there.
Taylor receives the serve as they set far side Greenemeyer. There's the dig. As now going over with it is Honeycutt. It's dug out by Beeler. Now they set on the attack is Chanel Taylor. Dig by Northwestern. Robinson keeps this one alive on the set for Honeycutt on the attack. Dug out by Taylor of East Central. Now they set far side for Coffee.
Big
and
time.
It's hit right back at her and goes out of play, but actually went off of East Central.
I definitely think those two girls over there, meaning Honeycutt and Alexi Beach, are going to be two people we're going to have to watch. They're freshman and sophomore, and I think that they're going to bring such a force in the coming years.
Again, Beach, a freshman from Phillipsburg, Kansas. As East Central now in possession as Taylor hits this one over. Dig by Clark. Robinson sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack, and it's a point for East Central.
Looks like two hits.
Yes, It was. So it will be a point for the Tigers. They will be trailing 7-4. Serving on the far side, it will be, I thought Kelly Smith, but she'll hand this one off to Carson Robertson.
Interesting way to spell Carson.
It is. Robertson, again, the 5'7" junior from Bowie, Texas. Robertson with the serve. Received by Northwestern. Robinson sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Dug out that time by Coffee. Now they set near side on the attack is Taylor. Dig by Dieterding. Robinson sets far side. Honeycutt into the net. And it'll be a point for the Tigers.
Hit it just a little too low off the bottom of the heel of her hand, it looked like. Couldn't get up right on it.
The Tigers within 2 as they'll serve, trailing 7-5. Robertson tosses this one up, serves it over. Received by Northwestern. Robinson, and just tips this one over. It's dug out by Beach. Now Dieterding has to, and then to Honeycutt, who has to hit this one over. It's right at the neck. Beach hits a rocket, and it's hit right back to her. Robinson
great play.
Flips this one over. Now East Central with possession as Taylor goes on the attack, and it's too far on the far side as it goes towards the Northwestern bench.
And that's what I mentioned earlier is you have to watch out for Kiana Clark. She sneaks in those just sneaky, simple little touches and taps over the net, and East Central's just going to have to really watch for that.
But so far, they've been able to return them back. Because she has, again, scored a number of ways, but that a year ago. As on the attack that time comes Zainaya Norvell, and that's going to be a point for the Tigers, as that was right at Honeycutt and Robinson, and they couldn't get to it. Now back to serve, Taylor Greenemeyer. Here's the serve, received by Northwestern. Robinson sets far side for Clark on the attack, and that one is a missed dig that time from Greenemeyer, and that's a kill for Kiana Clark.
Yeah, most definitely something they're going to have to watch out for, because once again, we just have so many offensive weapons on our side. There's really no weak link for us.
Honeycutt to serve, tosses this one up. Received by Beeler. At the net, Duncan. As Norvell hits this one over on the attack. Not sure exactly what the call. There it is.
It looked like it was on Alexi Beach. Looked like she might have reached over, double hit, I'm guessing.
And again, our view, it's a little tough to see sometimes at the net.
We're very limited, especially for our team.
Taylor with the serve, received by Miller. Robinson keeps this one alive. Clark on the attack, too far past the back line, and that's a point for the Tigers. And East Central now, after the attack error, trailing just 9-8. Chanel Taylor now to serve. Received by Northwestern. Robinson sets far side for Dieterding. It's blocked back at him. Clark keeps it alive. Dieterding on the attack again. It's hit over and blocked. But Northwestern now still in possession. Honeycutt on the attack, and that's a kill. As diving to that one was Beeler here on the near side. Couldn't get to it.
That was perfectly placed right here on our side of the line. But wow, was not expecting that.
10-8 Northwestern leading East Central. Miller to serve. Received by the Tigers. Dungeon now sets this one for Norvell, and it's an attack and kill for the Tigers as it's now 10-9.
She has kind of given Northwestern a little bit of a run for their money. Her and, what number is that? Number 9? Yep. Chanel Taylor.
Yeah, I was going to say Norvell came in and had 2 quick kills off the bench. As Beeler serves this one, received by Dieterding. They'll set far side. Eubanks on the attack, and that's a kill. And really just nobody there in the middle of the floor for East Central.
She noticed that giant hole in East Central's defense, and she just kind of gave it a nice little tap, but just enough that they couldn't get there quick enough for it.
11-9. Here's the serve, received by Taylor. Now they set far side on the attack is Coffee, and that's going to be a kill and a point for East Central. So the violation against the Rangers will give East Central the point. Dungeon to serve. Received by Clark. Robinson sets middle of the floor. Eubanks on the attack and hits a rocket off the left arm of Casey Beeler. Couldn't handle that one that time as he sizzles the pits.
Jennifer, most definitely her best at middle hitter. I mean, she just dominates the floor every single time.
Dieterding with the serve. Received by Taylor. Set middle of the floor for Smith. Dig by Clark. Robinson now going with it over is Eubanks. Now East Central in possession. On the attack is Greenmeyer. Dug out by Northwestern. Now here's the dig from Beeler for East Central. Greenmeyer on the attack, and this one's blocked out of bounds at the net by Robinson. It'll be a point for the Tigers.
They really just aren't giving up. I mean, they came here to play their best volleyball, and it looks like they are. And Northwestern just kind of needs to pick it up a little bit.
Here's the serve, received by Northwestern. Robinson sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Dug out by Taylor. Now they set from the back line. Coffee comes up on the attack, goes right into the net on the attack error. Point for Northwestern.
I feel like that's one of their first errors of the night.
I was going to say they haven't had many that I can think of.
No.
East Central has played a fairly clean game so far. 13-11 as Eubanks will serve. Received by Taylor. Now they set for Smith on the attack and really just kind of didn't really hit that one too hard, but kind of just dropped around the middle of the floor. Nobody really, there for Northwestern.
It was almost kind of like they palmed it and just kind of slammed it down, but not too hard.
Carson Robertson back to serve. Tigers trail 13-12. Received by Clark. Robinson sets middle of the floor. Beach on the attack. That time dug out by Coffee. Now they'll set far side. Taylor on the attack. That one's too far. Past the back line. Point for Northwestern.
I definitely thought that went off of either Caitlin Robinson or Alexi Beach's hands, and that is why I don't ref.
14-12, Northwestern to serve. Again, they have not been able to really stretch this lead much. 3 has been the biggest lead so far here in set 1. Robinson on the serve, received by East Central. Keeping this one alive is Duncan. Now Robinson sets for Beach on the attack. It's blocked to the net. Clark keeps this one alive. Dieterding has to just go over with it. Dug out by Beeler. Now set for Taylor on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for East Central. Went off Clark and went out of bounds on Northwestern side.
Yep, that seems to be kind of the reoccurring thing here between Chanel Taylor and Kiana Clark.
Now back to serve, Taylor Greenmeyer. Here's the serve. Received by Dieterding. Robinson sets far side. Clark just pops this one over. Dug out by East Central. Now they set up at the bell for Norvell in middle of the court. That one's dug out by Clark. Clark gets this one over. Beeler with the dig. Now they set again for Norvell on the attack. That one is too far here on the near side. A point on the attack error for Northwestern.
Glad that was, because they were about to go on a roll, it felt like.
We'll see a substitution as Tara Parks, the sophomore from Goddard, Kansas, will come in. Parks to serve here on the near side. There's received by Taylor. Set far side for Norvell on the attack. That one too hot to handle as that one goes off of Parks and out of play.
Came right in and got the ball spiked right at her. You got to be ready.
Yeah, again, very impressive that time from Norvell. She just said, here comes the heater. Here's the serve. Set far side for Dieterding on the attack and a kill as that one went off of Norvell and went out of bounds, out of play.
And that's what you hope to see more often, is us being able to take advantage of those offensive opportunities.
So Sydney Miller back to serve. Rangers leading this one 16-14, received by East Central. Now they set up at the front of the net. Norvell on the attack. Dig by Eubanks. Robinson just has to go over. Now dig by Beeler. And then hitting this one over. A great save was Dungeon. But then Northwestern could not keep it alive. And that's going to be a point for East Central.
That was a great defensive play on Caitlin Robinson's part. If only, or I believe Sydney Miller's part, I'm sorry. Someone could have gotten there to keep it alive.
16-15. Tigers back within one. Here's the serve from Beeler. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack. That one's dug out by East Central. And then trying to keep this one alive by Parks as she does. And Northwestern on the far side trying to get a number as I believe that was Dieterding who tried to use the left hand to dive and keep it alive. Not able to. And now we're tied.
You wonder if Coach Abishon's going to call a timeout yet.
Again, we're tied at 16. Here's the serve from Beeler. Received by Parks. Robinson keeps this one alive. Just has to get it up. Dieterding goes over with it. Now the dig by East Central. Now on the attack and a kill for Caitlin Coffey. Oh, no, my apologies. That's an attack error as that one was too far past the back line. Point for Northwestern.
Oh, I definitely thought it was in too.
Very close play that time. Again, Rangers now have the advantage. Kiana Clark tosses this one up on the serve and a service error against Clark. And we're now tied at 17.
Not what you want to see, especially with East Central coming in and really being on our haunches on all of this. You really want to see serves getting over, no mistakes being made.
Sydney Dungeon to serve. Received by Clark. Robinson sets here as Eubanks taps this one over. Beeler with the dig. Now they'll set far side on the attack as Greenmeyer, and that's a kill for the Tigers of East Central. And just like that, East Central has taken their first lead here in game one. 18-17, East Central. Dungeon to serve again. Received by Parks. Robinson sets for Eubanks on the attack. It's dug out that time by Beeler. Now on the attack is blocked back in for a point. And I believe that was Eubanks and Robinson.
Yes, and that's exactly what you want to see. You can definitely tell that East Central has done their homework on Jennifer Eubanks, and they've been able to stop her pretty often. Not very often, but often. And for her to come up and be a defensive force up here on the front is really going to help her from getting frustrated.
Parks will exit as we'll see Katie Honeycutt check back in now. Dieterding to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Beeler. Keeping this one alive is Dungeon. On the attack is Coffey, and that one goes off the hands of Miller. I think if Miller lets that one go, it may go out.
Yeah, it was definitely right at her head, and that's something that you just kind of have to be aware of where you are on the court, but also just being in the right place as well to take those digs properly and get that set up for us to have an offensive opportunity.
Well, new substitution for East Central. The outside hitter, number 7, Danielle Speck. Here's the serve from Speck, received by Northwestern. Robinson keeps this one alive. Dieterding on the attack. Ooh. Actually goes off the hands of Speck that time. And again, back-to-back really bonehead plays by both teams as that one again I think was out.
Yep, it for sure was. I think both teams kind of are just unaware of where they are on the court, but hopefully that happens more so for East Central, not for us.
So 19 all here in set number 1. Here's the serve from Eubanks, received by Beeler. Now set far side. Taylor on the attack. That on the block goes out of bounds on the near side in our direction. And that is a point for the Tigers. They take a 2019 lead. But again, neither coach has used a timeout in set number 1. It's been really back and forth. Again, largest lead for Northwestern has been 3. Robertson on the serve. Received by Northwestern. Robinson now just flips this one over, and a great play from Caitlin Robinson. Very Kiana Clark-esque for the point.
Oh, 100%. I think that's kind of what Coach wants, is for the girls to kind of figure it out on their own rather than call a timeout and, be like, hey, this is what we need to do. He really wants them to kind of be the ones to take control and be the ones to make the change in the game.
Robertson with the serve, tied at 20. Keeping this one alive is Dungeon. On the attack is East Central. That was Coffee. Robinson sets for Clark on the attack, and that one goes off the hands from Dungeon as it goes out of bounds, and a kill for Northwestern. And the Rangers back on top, 21-20.
That's what we needed from our sound guy. He got really hyped about that. Get everybody else hyped in here.
Again, we got Sean Caldwell over there on the PA tonight as Robinson to serve. That one just barely got across the net as Beeler received that one. Now here's the attack from Coffee and another kill from Taylor Greenmeyer. Greenmeyer's been a force up front for East Central on that attack line. We're tied at 21 as Greenmeyer will go back to serve. Tosses this one up. Here's the serve. Received by Dieterding. Robinson sets, middle of the floor. Honeycutt on the attack. It's actually right at Greenmeyer with the dig. Now they'll set for Taylor on the attack, and that one was blocked at the net on Northwestern's side. Tipped over and hit back over for the kill by East Central.
And I don't think Northwestern was ready for that. They kind of watched that pause a little bit in the air, and they hadn't shifted back to where they needed to be, and she just tapped it right in the right spot.
22-21 East Central. Received by Miller. Robinson at the net. Sets far side. Clark on the attack. Too far past the back line. And it's back-to-back points for the Tigers, and they lead at 23-21. And Coach Abishon wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. 23-21 East Central of Northwestern in set one. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
G&G Home Furnishings sells a wide variety of quality home furniture and accessories to Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Right now, kick off into savings this Ranger and Goldbug football season with G&G Home Furnishings, as recliners and mattresses are starting at $2.99 and sofas are starting at $3.99. You can find all these great specials going on at G&G Home Furnishings, located at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center. Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Work it in.
And welcome back, folks. East Central leading Northwestern 23-21 as back to serve goes Taylor Greenmeyer. Yeah, the Tigers 2 points away from taking set one.
And their second set of the entire year.
Yes, absolutely. Good point.
That's insane to think about.
Here's the serve. And that one is a service error and a big mistake that time, and it's a point for the Rangers.
And that's not what ECU wants to see coming out of a timeout, is for the momentum to swing into Northwestern's direction.
As we see Tara Parks will check back in now for Katie Honeycutt as she will go back to serve. 23-22 East Central. Northwestern to serve. Parks here on the near side. Here's the serve, received by East Central. Now they set here for Norvell on the attack, and that one is out. Again, too hot to handle. Past the back line, it's a point for Northwestern.
That's what you want to see. You want the momentum to swing into Northwestern's direction and get ECU upset.
So service error and attack error ties it at 23. Here's the serve, received by Greenmeyer. Now they'll set far side. Taylor on the attack, and that one is going to be another point for Northwestern on the attack error. And now Melissa Anderson wants a timeout. We will take it with her. Set number one from Alva, 24-23. Northwestern has scored three straight, 1 point away from taking set one. You're listening to Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy in Alva, has some new items for you to check out for the month of September. The fountain at Holder Drug has a new special to their menu, as well as new items such as the chili cheese dog and Frito chili pie. Of course, you can always indulge and get the famous Jack and Jill sundae. Holder Drug is also receiving new gift ideas daily, so be sure to check them out, along with their new swig colors for swig cups. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll take care of the rest. From the estimate process to working with your insurance, our technicians will work to...
Sorry about that, folks. They cut that timeout a little bit early on us. So again, didn't want to miss any action here. Again, this is for game point. As here's the serve, received by East Central. Dungeon sets far side. Taylor on the attack. Dig by Miller. Robinson sets far side. Dieterding on the attack. It's blocked at the net. Kept alive by Miller. Now they set again. Dieterding on the attack, and it's an attack error into the net. And we're going to be tied at 24.
You could tell Kate was definitely upset with herself on that hit. She kind of clenched her fist and was like, I could have won the set for us, but it's time to get the ball back and not get too frustrated.
Taylor back to serve, and that is a service ace for Taylor. As I think Northwestern, a little miscommunication. Nobody went to get that one.
I couldn't really see what had happened here, to be honest. So.
Well, that's it's a little bit tough, but looked like a couple of them raced to it, and I think one of the other players thought the other one would get it. But Coach Abishon wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. East Central leads at 25-24 for Northwestern in set one. You're listening to Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll take care of the rest. From the estimate process to working with your insurance, our technicians will work to have your car looking as good as new. Real experiences with real people, a business you can trust. That's K&K Body Works, proud supporters of the Northwestern Rangers and the Alva Goldbugs.
Folks, welcome back here to Percival Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Andell here in set one. East Central leading at 25-24. Again, we appreciate all of our listeners out there listening on 105.7 and our live stream, alvaradio.com. Big shout out to our good friend Brock Heim listening from Russellville, Arkansas tonight.
Yeah, I know. He's a Ranger through and through. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger, right?
That's right. Taylor back to serve now for East Central. Here's the serve. It's received by Northwestern. Now Clark on the attack and a kill, and that's a point for the Rangers and Kiana Clark.
She could not have put that in a more perfect spot, right there on that back left corner. No one from East Central was around.
Tied at 25 now. Miller will go back to serve. Here's the serve. Received by East Central. Beeler sets the near side for Coffey on the attack, and that is a kill. It actually was blocked to the net. Rolled off the hands of Clark out of play.
And that just sucks to see because they definitely were there. They had the block, but the ball just, gravity took East Central's favor.
So 26-25, back and forth we go. Again, you got to win by two. Is Beeler to serve. Received by Parks. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack. It's dug out that time by Taylor. Now they set here for Smith on the attack. Dig by Robinson. Miller sets on the attack for Clark. Kept alive by Beeler, though. Smith now coming up on the attack is Taylor off the hands of Eubanks. Keeping it alive is Northwestern. Wow. And they finally able to get it over. What a play by Robinson. Now they set here on the far side on the attack is Coffey, and that one is too far on the far side. Out of play, point Northwestern.
That was the most athletic thing I've ever seen Kiana Clark do in our 3 years of doing this. I mean, she came from trying to block it all the way down to the floor and saved it.
Clark on the serve, and it's a service error against Northwestern.
Her second one of the night, isn't it?
It is.
She had one too far out and one in the net.
Sydney Dungeon back to serve. 27-26 East Central. Received by Miller. Robinson sets far side. Dieterding just has to go over with it. Taylor with the dig. Now Smith sets for Coffey on the attack, and it's a kill. And that's actually Greenmeyer. And that is a point for East Central, and they take set number one. The Tigers now have won their second set of the 2019 season.
Did not think I would see that, but
maybe a wake-up call.
There's a good thing that there's 5 sets in a match. So I'm sure Northwestern will reset. It looks like Coach Abishon is ready to kind of figure out what's been going on with them. But you can definitely tell East Central has done their homework on our team because they are just, I mean, they're holding everybody down. So hopefully we can kind of figure out on the offensive side what we need to do to get past them and really kind of make a turnaround.
But again, that was back and forth in set one, but East Central takes it. Set number one from Alva, they win at 28-26. 26. We'll take a timeout, come back. Set number 2 begins after this. You're listening to Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Before you hit the road this fall to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs during football season, be sure to stop into K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let their certified technicians help with preventive maintenance, wheel alignments, tire wear, brake checks, and oil changes. Get to the game safely this fall by stopping into K&S Tire, located at 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Going to the dentist is one of the most common phobias among patients of all ages. If you feel this way, you are not alone. At Dr. Larry G. Smith's office in Alva, comfort and going above and beyond is embedded in our dental practice. We do what we can to eliminate the sounds, smells, discomforts, and financial fears of visiting the dentist. Making your experience surprisingly pleasant and positive is the top of our list. Our staff is focused daily on decreasing anxiety and worry to help your experience be even better. So, when you're looking for a home for your teeth, think of the friendly staff and doctor at Dr. Larry G. Smith's office in Alva.
Enjoy McDonald's mobile ordering like never before. When you download the McDonald's app, not only can you place your order wherever you are, you can also place your order whenever you want with pickup options like the drive-thru, curbside, or at the counter, all at the touch of a button. So next time you're on the go and need a quick Ranger or Goldbug pregame meal, think McDonald's of Alva. McDonald's is once again home to all of the Northwestern and Alva coaches shows. That's McDonald's of Alva, proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug activities.
Mission Supply is a new company with familiar faces. Randy and Dustin have combined for over 25 years of oilfield experience. Mission Supply offers a full line of oilfield supplies from pipe fittings to butterfly valves and much more. Mission Supply is also an authorized Ariat industrialized clothing dealer selling Ariat FRs and Danner boots. Mission Supply also offers downhole pumps new and rebuilt, so stop by for more information. After-hour services are also available, so come by and see the friendly guys at Mission Supply at 1006 East Oklahoma Boulevard right here in Alva, or call them at 580-327-9703.
Folks, welcome back to Percival Fieldhouse here at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Andale, your Northwestern Ranger volleyball crew. As we begin set number 2, Rangers trailing 1-0. Sydney Miller serves this one, and it's a service ace as this one clips the net and falls in. That's a good start.
She was not happy about that serve. I mean, she was happy that we got the point, but she definitely kind of was rubbing her head like, wow, thank God.
What happened there? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Miller to serve again. Here's the serve.
There we go. Much better looking.
As Taylor received it, now over as East Central. Robinson sets here on this far side for Dieterding on the attack. Now it's dig by Robinson, Northwestern. Miller sets far side. Clark on the attack. It's blocked back to Robinson, keeps it alive. Honeycutt now to Dieterding on the attack. But they're going to say, I believe it was a double hit against Northwestern.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they didn't call that, I mean, Caitlin Robinson took it off the chest, neck, face, and everything above the waist, so...
Dungeon back to serve now for East Central. We're tied at 1. And that one just clips the net and falls in. So exactly what Sydney Miller did. The same thing East Central does to Northwestern. That's a service ace.
You know, in tennis, you say, sorry, mate, after that happens. So
Dungeon to serve. This one is over.
Uh-oh.
Received by Dieterding right at the net. And then coming over with the attack is Greenmeyer that time. And that's a kill for East Central.
Northwestern just doesn't seem to have that fire underneath them right now. No one's really, getting there, really kind of staying fired up.
Dungeon, this one received by Northwestern. Clark sets back for Dieterding, who just kind of clips this one over. Now on the attack is Greenmeyer. Dig by Clark. Robinson sets. Dieterding on the attack. It's dug out by East Central. Now on the far side, Greenmeyer just kind of shoved this one over and actually going to fall in as Honeycutt could not get to it. And that is a kill and point for the Tigers.
She kind of stutter-stepped a little bit like she wasn't sure if it was going to fall in or not, but cost her in the long run.
4-1, East Central. Here in set 2, a good start for the Tigers. Here's the serve, and that one is in, a service ace. And you heard somebody call out, and I think everybody just kind of decided to let it go.
Yeah, once again, just court awareness. I think the Rangers are really struggling with that, especially already. You know, they're not exactly sure where they are in the court. And it's better to be there than not,
Well, so Coach Abishon wants a timeout to begin set number 2. It's 5-1. East Central leading Northwestern as East Central leads at 1-0. We'll come back after this. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, Tim, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Well, welcome back out of the timeout. Here's the serve from Dungeon. Northwestern now on the attack as Eubanks just kind of pushes this one over. Now it's hit back over by East Central. Robinson sets far side. Clark on the attack. Blocked right back off of Honeycutt. Now it's hit over by Northwestern. Smith now sets far side. On the attack goes Coffey, but it goes right into the net. Attack error against the Tigers. Point Northwestern.
I think Katie Honeycutt is still in shock that that ball went off of Kaylin Robinson onto her face and back up, and someone was able to get it over in their favor.
Yeah, that one had to probably sting just a bit.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of Rangers take one off the face a couple times tonight. Tigers lead at 5-2. Here's the serve from Northwestern. Coffey keeps this one alive. Now over is Smith. Dig by Miller. Robinson sets far side. Eubanks on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for Northwestern. Perfectly placed by Jennifer Eubanks.
East Central definitely considered it all on that one. They could see Jennifer coming around, and she just absolutely annihilated that ball.
5-3 Tigers over the Rangers. Serve by Northwestern. As Dungeon now sets here on the near side on the attack, and that is a point for the Tigers as they'll give the kill to Coffey. They're going to say it was touched by somebody of Northwestern.
Questionable.
That was a little close.
It looked like it went off the net before it went off of us, if it went off of us at all.
Coffey on the serve. Received by Miller. Eubanks on the attack. That's a dig by East Central. Now hitting this one over is Smith, and that was a good play as she kind of just used the left hand, hit it over. Clipped the net, went off of Ranger and out of play.
I feel like that was just a lucky shot.
Just kind of batting at it.
Yeah. Almost like an illegal hit.
7-3 Tigers. Coffey to serve. Received by Miller. Robinson sets. Now Eubanks on the attack. Dug out that time by Beeler. Now they'll set far side. Taylor on the attack. Dig by Miller. Robinson now tips this one over the left hand. Good play from East Central. Is now tipping it back over as Smith. Robinson sets far side. Dieterding on the attack and hits a bullet to the floor that time, and a kill for the Rangers.
And I really think that's what Kate has been wanting to see all night, is there was just something behind that hit we haven't seen at all, and she really just put her whole body into that.
Okay, Dieterding will go back to serve now. Rangers trail the Tigers 7-4. Here's the serve received by Beeler. Now they'll set here off for Greenmeyer, and that one is going to be knocked out of play that time. And that is a kill and a point for the Tigers.
Yep, Kate was there. She just couldn't get that ball stopped well enough. They had a lot of heat behind it. East Central did.
Substitution for Northwestern, the freshman from Wichita, Kansas, Maggie Peterson in now. As here's the serve from East Central. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack and kill. Perfectly placed. Has been a great set that time from Robinson right in the middle of the net.
I think that's what Coach wants to see more often, is just those short sets that are easy for Jennifer to just absolutely kill right there and perfectly placed in the middle of the court.
8-5, Tigers lead in set 2. Here's the serve for Eubanks. Received by Beeler right at the net, and that's going to be a point for Northwestern that time. As again, I do not have the handy hand signals.
They reached over, I believe.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Katie Honeycutt went straight up, and they didn't.
8-6. Here's the serve. Received by Coffey. Now on the attack is Greenmeyer.
Get there.
Dug out by Peterson. Kept alive by Dieterding. Now over with it is Beach. Now dig by Coffey. They set for Norville. Goes into the net. East Central still with it. Now coming up and just hitting this one over is East Central. Dig by Peterson. Robinson keeps it alive. On the attack is Dieterding. Dig by Beeler. Now far side to Taylor. Point for Northwestern. As we're going to see, I believe, is a double hit against East Central.
And now you kind of start to see all of those errors and things that Northwestern was doing before has now kind of taken over East Central, and Northwestern's really playing well.
8-7 Tigers. Here's the serve. Received by Beeler. Now hitting this one over. It's a dig by Peterson. Robinson now sets for Honeycutt. Dug out that time by Dungeon. Kept it alive. Now Tyler on the attack. It's blocked right at the net. Norvell no with it over. Dig by Peterson. Robinson sets. Far side Honeycutt on the attack and a kill. Is that one too hot to handle for Sydney Dungeon? And we're now tied at 8.
Another one that, just Katie Honeycutt is just such a force up here at the front. And she can do things with that ball and just perfectly place it right there to hit the ECU player and go right off of her shoulder.
Here's the serve. Received by Coffey. Now they set. Greenmeyer on the attack, and that's a kill. And that was a really good kill that time from Greenmeyer. As here on the far side, hit it back towards the left side.
Yeah, there's really nothing Northwestern could have done to stop that.
9-8 Tigers. As Greenmeyer, who had the kill, will go back to serve. Tosses this one up, serves it over. Received by Dieterding. Robinson sets for Beach on the attack, and that is going to be a point and a kill for Northwestern. Alexi Beach has her first kill of the evening.
I've kind of really noticed Northwestern's had such a success with hitting it up the middle. They've really just kind of taken advantage of the lack of height that East Central has, and they're really just annihilating it up in the middle.
Robinson with the serve. Received by Beeler. Smith sets far side Norvell, and that one's blocked right back at East Central for a point. And I believe that was Kiana Clark and Alexi Beach.
Yes, beautiful defensive stop there.
Rangers have come back now after trailing 5-1. They outscored the Tigers 9-4. Robinson with the serve. Received by Beeler. Smith sets for Taylor on the attack, and that one is blocked, but it's out of bounds here on the near side, and that is a kill for East Central. We're now tied at 10.
Neither team can really just pull away.
No, they can't. This has been a battle from the opening set. As Danielle Speck checks in, received by Northwestern. Miller keeps it alive. Dieterding actually hit it and got it over, but of course it goes out of play on the far side.
Kate, there's just something about Kate that she kind of brings. She's just hustling. I feel like anywhere that the ball's at, Kate's always been right there.
11-10 Tigers. Here's the serve from Taylor. Received by Dieterding. Now they set for Honeycutt on the attack, too far past the back line. Nope.
I was going to say, it went off of her shoulder. It looked like, they're saying she tipped it up at the net. I thought it went off of one of the ECU players' shoulders whenever the ball went out, because it kind of looked like it took a little bit of a turn. But once again, we're not in the best viewing spot.
And I think that's what Coach Anderson of East Central was asking as well. But it will be a point for Northwestern. We're now tied at 11 as that was received by Coffey. Now they set for Norvell on the attack. Honeycutt now sets for Clark on the attack. Great dig that time by Dungeon. They keep it alive. Now East Central goes over with it. Now Northwestern sets back for Clark, trying to come up with a dig as Taylor, as she couldn't get to it, just got a piece and it goes into the stands.
It's so unique just to be able to watch all of our players play so well together. You would never expect Katie Honeycutt to be setting up Kiana Clark.
Here's the serve from Honeycutt. Received by East Central on the attack now is Speck, and that's blocked at the neck by Kiana Clark, and it's a point for Northwestern.
And they're really starting to come alive.
Yeah, they are. The Rangers now leading at 13-11 in set 2. Honeycutt will go back to serve. Tosses this one up. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Smith sets. Norvell on the attack. Dug out by Robinson. Miller keeps it alive. Dieterding on the attack. Dig that time by Greenmeyer. Now they set far side for Speck. Good dig from Miller. Robinson sets far side. Clark on the attack, and it's a kill for Kiana Clark.
Point for Kiana Clark. A block and 2 back-to-back kills for her. She is really starting to light it up in here.
14-11. That's been the largest lead for Northwestern tonight in any set. Here's the serve received by Beeler. East Central keeps it alive. They go over with it. Dig by Robinson. Miller sets far side. Clark again just tips this one over. East Central gets a piece. Now tipped back over by Beach, and that's going to be a point for Northwestern as East Central couldn't get to it after the tip.
Yeah, big time play by Alexi Beach there to kind of, be aware of where she was and just be able to kind of tap that over and put it in a spot that no one on ECU could get to.
So Coach Anderson wants a timeout. We'll take it with her in set number 2. It's 15-11, Northwestern over East Central. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Older Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Peak Environment is proud to support Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Offering a variety of services throughout the year, we can always tackle whatever you need. If you've been thinking about having your yard mowed, landscaping the front yard, or getting rid of those pesky weeds, Peak Environment has you covered. We will even build your privacy fence or install Christmas lights. Whatever it may be, we strive to provide the best customer service and job quality around. So call our office today at 580-748-8003 to create your peak environment.
Pioneer Cellular will save you money on your family plan. Whether your definition of family means your immediate family or your extended family who lives with you. Hey, whoever you share a plan with. For example, you can get 3 lines with 20 gigabytes of data for just $90 per month. Add additional lines for as little as $25 each. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com. Call us at 800-641-2732 or stop by a local Pioneer store to find out how much you'll save.
Honeycutt to serve out of the timeout. It's received by Taylor. Smith sets Norvell on the attack. Block back at her. Norvell keeps it alive. Now does Smith. Over with it is Taylor on the attack. Too far past the back line. On the attack, error point, Northwestern.
ECU's trying to say that Alexi Beach got a finger on it. I think she might have, but I'm not going to tell.
Very close play indeed. 16-11 as Honeycutt will serve again. Receive that time by Coffee. Now they'll set here on the far side as it was Specht on the attack, and that's a point for Northwestern as I believe that clipped the net and went out of play.
Yep, just hit the outside of this antenna here. It's got to stay in between.
17-11 now. Northwestern to serve again. Honeycutt to serve. Receive by Taylor. Smith sets for Norvell on the attack, and that's a kill. And again, Norvell perfectly placed that one.
Yeah, and you could tell Caitlin Robinson was very upset with herself about where she was on the court, and she kind of smacked her head a little bit and was like, I knew she was going to hit it there. I should have stayed.
17-12. Tigers to serve as it's Zanaya Norvell. That's received by Dieterding. Now they set for Beach on the attack. Dig by Taylor. Smith sets far side on the attack as Coffee, and it was blocked at the net and went out of play. And that's a kill and a point for East Central. Good effort on the far side, just not able to keep it in play.
Yeah, they both were in the perfect position. They just, like you said, couldn't keep it in.
Serve from Norvell, received by Honeycutt. Robinson sets far side Clark on the attack. Dig that time for Greenmeyer. Now they set far side Coffee on the attack, and actually it's a blocked right back at her face and then hit off the net and went to the floor.
Who is that?
I believe that was Caitlin Coffey.
Yeah, she's definitely considering it all right now. She is definitely seeing some stars because that ball came back at her face so hard.
So 18-13 as Sydney Miller set to serve.
God, that hurt me.
Here's the receive by Taylor. Now dug out back by Miller. Robinson sets here now for Dieterding on the attack and kill, and a point for Northwestern. Rangers now starting to create some separation between them and East Central.
Wow, that was a hit from Kate Dieterding.
19-13, back to serve as Miller again. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Smith sets. Coffee on the attack. Now off of Dieterding, then Miller with a great save. Now Honeycutt on the attack, dug out by Taylor. Now up near the net, Smith just hits this one over, taps it over here on the near side, out of play on the attack. Error point for Northwestern.
Try to get a little too fancy with it, try to put it right here on the line, but had a little too much behind it.
20-13, Miller goes back to serve again. Here's the serve. Receive.
Oh, and that hit the line.
It did. As Beeler let that one go on the service ace, point Northwestern.
She didn't realize she was so far back.
And that was such a close play. That's one of those, again, if it's that close, you've got to just kind of go after it.
Yep.
Miller received by Taylor. Smith sets here for, actually, it's Smith on the attack, goes off the head, I believe, that time is Sydney Miller, and a kill and a point for East Central.
I have seen more volleyballs hit faces tonight than I have in our however many years we've been doing this. I mean, back and forth.
Dunson to serve. Received by Honeycutt. Now they set back for Eubanks, so it's blocked, but it blocked out of bounds on the far side. Point for Northwestern. 22-14 as we see the freshman Maggie Peterson check in. She will serve on the far side. Peterson tosses this one up. Here's the serve. Received by Beeler. Far side as they set that time for Greenmeyer, and it's going to be a point for East Central.
Not sure really
Violation
what happened.
Against Northwestern. Again, they don't have that handy sheet in front of us with the hand signals.
Yeah, I don't know.
22-15. Here's the serve.
It's when you need Jay Barlett.
That's right. Here's the attack for Eubanks on the far side and a kill for Jennifer Eubanks. It's now 23-15.
Well, the error that was on her, she just made up for in a kill. So
yes, she did. Again, Rangers now 2 points away from taking set 2.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize the score. I'm just 2 in this game.
Dieterding with the serve. Received by Beeler. Dungeon sets on the far side for Greenmeyer as her attack is actually hit back. Dug out by Robinson to Miller. Now to Honeycutt, just hitting this one over. And East Central can't get to this one in the middle of the floor as they tried to that time. I think that was Taylor Greenmeyer.
That probably just makes Katie Honeycutt so upset. She wants to get up there and just smack the crap out of the ball. And it's the simple, just palm balls, just probably, give her the points. And she's like, what the heck?
Now here's set point. As East Central, that's Smith on the attack. And that's the attack error past the back line. And that'll do it for set number 2. And again, after a very close set number 1, Northwestern takes this one 25-15 over East Central and evens it up 1 set apiece. East Central took down Northwestern 28-26 in set 1. Set 2 belongs to the Rangers as they win at 25-15. We'll head to set number 3 after this commercial break. You're listening to Northwestern Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Older Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
What's on your menu tonight? Don't let it be the so-called fresh meats from those large chain supermarkets. Treat you and your family to the healthiest and freshest cuts of meat from the local team at TNC Meats in Enid. TNC Meats prepare fresh meats every day from premium Angus beef, house-made sausage, bratwurst, snack sticks, jerky, and much more. Their steaks are also cut to order. They are also offering several tailgate packages to make your tailgate party the best on Saturday. So stop in at TNC Meats at 2510 West Chestnut in the northwest corner of Cleveland and Chestnut in the Stonebridge Plaza Shopping Center.
The Eyesight is a family eye care and vision therapy center at Alpha. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and her staff are excited to serve you and your family by ensuring your eyes and vision are healthy for a lifetime. The Eyesight provides outstanding eye care and customer service, along with top frame lines including Oakley, Ray-Ban, Kate Spade, and Vera Bradley. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday and Thursday and 8 to 5 Tuesday and Friday. Book your next appointment with a staff that cares about you. Call 580-748-8007. That's The Eyesight, located at 921 Suite A, Oklahoma Boulevard, right here at Alva.
Have storms caused your business or commercial building to develop leaks or damage to your roof? At Tier 1, they're here to help. Tier 1 is a family-owned and operated company with over 40 years of experience that specializes in storm damage, roof restoration, and will help guide you through the process. Each of their inspectors is HAG certified, and their team has the experience and training you need after the storm. For a free estimate or roof inspection, call them at 405-381-8071 or visit tier1gc.com.
Top Knot Studio is a proud supporter of our hometown sports teams. Along with being a full-service salon, Top Knot carries a wide variety of hair products for both men and women, Capri Blue candles and gifts, and Live handmade signs. If you're in the downtown area, stop in or give us a call at 580-748-8023 to set up your next appointment with either Brianna, Jessica, Sierra, or Carrie, and we'll get you game day ready. As always, Ride Rangers ride and go Bugs.
And welcome back as we begin set number 3 here from Percival Fieldhouse in Alva, Oklahoma. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Yandel, Montana McCullough back in studio. Again, 1 set apiece as East Central took down Northwestern 28-26 in set number 1. Rangers come back and win set 2, 25-15. It looked like the more the Ranger team we're used to seeing.
That's what I was literally just about to say, was that looks more like the Ranger team we're used to seeing, especially against a very weak ECU team. So I think they kind of figured out what they needed to do offensively. Although, East Central is playing well on the defensive side. They're really kind of keeping those kills between Katie Honeycutt and Jennifer Eubanks down. But Northwestern's finding a way to get it done, and I think that's huge. I think we're going to see that progress in the following sets.
Well, Beeler will serve to begin set number 3, serving right to left across the radio dial. Here's the set received by Honeycutt. Robinson sets for Robbins on the attack and kill, and just like that, Jennifer Eubanks with the kill to begin things in set 3.
Yeah, they couldn't contain her that time, so.
But again, the middle of the floor has been pretty well owned, I believe, by Jennifer Eubanks again tonight.
That seems to be where we're getting most of our success, is that middle hitter's position. God, I can't speak tonight.
Here's the serve received by East Central is Norvell on the attack. And Robinson keeps it alive, and then trying to keep this one alive, hitting it over is Kate Dieterding. Just able to get a hand on it. Kind of whiffed on that one a little bit, but now it brings the score of 1-1 here for East Central.
That was some great hustle by Caitlin Robinson, though. She kind of just popped that up with the palm of her hand.
There's the serve right into the net. A service error against East Central.
That is their, let's see, third of the night. So not good odds for East Central in the service line.
Here's the serve upcoming from Dieterding. That's received by Beeler. Now they set for Norvell. Just tips this one over. Big by Northwestern. Robinson sets for Honeycutt on the attack and hits it right at the face that time of Cindy Dungeon, who could not handle it. And that's a kill for Katie Honeycutt.
Yeah, she was definitely not ready for that. Do you think the players feel bad when they do that, when they hit somebody in the face?
You may have to a little bit.
I think just kind of laugh on the inside.
But they probably do.
Yeah.
May show a little motion on the outside. Here's the 3-1 serve. Goes into the net on the service error by Kate Dieterding. And it'll be 3-2 now. Rangers with the lead. As here's the serve from East Central. Northwestern now in possession. On the attack is Eubanks, and that is a point for East Central as she hit it to the far side and out of bounds. It's now tied at 3 here in set number 3.
Really looked like that might have caught the line, but once again, I'm not a line judge, so.
As here's the serve, another service error. This one against Caitlin Coffey.
Back to back.
It is against the Tigers. Back-to-back service errors. It's now 4-3 Northwestern. As Eubanks will go back to serve on the far side. Here's the serve from Eubanks. Received by Beeler. Now they set here for Norvell on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for the Tigers. As Rangers tried to block that one up, kind of went off the side of the hand and went straight to the floor.
Yeah, Lexi Beach and Katie Honeycutt were there, but they were just shifted a little too far to the left. They need to be moved a little bit farther over.
There's the serve from East Central as Northwestern will set for Honeycutt. It's blocked back on Northwestern side. They keep it alive. Honeycutt now again on the attack. This dig by Norvell, keeping this one alive. Wow. A great play from Taylor. Norvell goes back over the lid. Dig by Peterson. Robinson sets, far side Honeycutt on the attack. And it's an attack error as it's past the back line and a point for the Tigers.
Something you just don't want to see. That's kind of what killed us in that very first match. We're just a lot of attack errors, hitting it into the net, to the side, a little too far deep. We really hope Northwestern fixes that.
Here's the serve again as Robinson just kind of looked to set this one up and just tipped it over. You know what that is? That's kind of like a no-look pass in basketball.
It really is, though. Like, throws everybody off. No one's ready for it. I mean, there was a huge hole in East Central's defense. They were not ready for that at all.
Or if you're in Patrick Mahomes' case, a no-look pass in football.
Yeah, he does that often.
Here's the 5-5 serve from Robinson. As East Central will set. On the attack goes Greenmeyer. Dug out by Northwestern. Robinson sets for Clark now on the near side. Comes a dig for Coffey. Now they'll set far side. Greenmeyer again on the attack. Dug out by Robinson. Goes over. Kept alive by Taylor. Now they set back for Taylor on the attack. It's blocked at the net as Beach hit it into the net and went straight back down to the floor. That's a kill for East Central.
She really tried to pop that back up, and I really thought she was going to have a good chance of doing that, but she hit it straight into the net. If that would have gone up, that could have been a really good play for Northwestern.
Greenmeyer now with the serve. Received by Dieterding. Now they'll set far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Good dig that time from Coffey. Now they'll set for Taylor on the attack, and that one is too far past the back line on the attack error. And that one was very close, but again out.
Yeah, a little questionable, but it looked like it hit deep.
So 6-6 as Honeycutt to serve. And that one, that time between Coffey and I believe that was Casey Beeler, kind of both went for that one, hit right off of him, and service ace for Katie Honeycutt.
It was like they nubbed it. It's like the tip of their knuckles.
Here's the 7-6 serve from Honeycutt. Received by Greenmeyer. Now they set far side. On the attack goes Taylor, and that's a kill for Shinell Taylor. And a point for the Tigers at 7-7.
She really is kind of doing one for Northwestern. She is just finding all those open areas, and we're really having trouble blocking her. But if we could just get shifted over and get in the right position, they could really get a stop on her.
There's the serve received by Northwestern, and then on the attack goes Clark. You don't see that very often. It's blocked right back at her by Caitlin Coffey.
Exactly what you said. I think she was a little bit shocked, too. She was ready for that one to hit the ground.
All of a sudden, Tigers with some momentum here in set 3 as Taylor will go back to serve. Here's the serve, and that one's received by Honeycutt. Kept on by Robinson. Now going over with it is Dieterding. Now set far side Dungeon. On the attack goes Coffee. Now they set far side. Northwestern does for Dieterding, and it's blocked at the net again by East Central, and I believe that was Dungeon and Kelly Smith.
They're really, I don't know what it is with this side of the court, but it just seems like they're having such an easy time being able to block us.
And again, that was right there at the net very easily for East Central as Robinson sets near side. And that one was hit hard to the floor and for a kill by Kiana Clark. And it's now 9-8.
East Central didn't even move. They just knew. They saw it coming, and they're like, yeah, we'll just let it go.
9-8 Tigers. East Central, Sydney Miller back to serve. Here's the serve. Receive by Greenmeyer. Now they'll set far side for Coffee on the attack. Dug out by Northwestern. Robinson sets for Clark again on the attack and kill. That time as they tried for the block. Kind of went off both of them and then went straight down to the floor.
They seem to be finding a lot of luck with Kiana Clark's side as well as in the middle. Northwestern is. I don't know if East Central's just not shifting or what it is, but it's working in Northwestern's favor.
Here's the serve. Clark actually tried to go kind of reach, not really reach over the net, but tip that one and block it down. And kind of did not get a good hit on that one, as that's going to be a point for East Central.
Timing was just a little off.
10-9 Tigers, as we'll see Beeler go back to serve. Here on the near side, here's the serve. Received by Northwestern. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack, and that's a kill, as that one was perfectly placed from the attack line to the other side.
I wish we had like one of those things where, in basketball they show like the shots, shots
like
made,
the kill chart.
Yeah, like I wish we could see a kill chart, because I think all of Jennifer Eubanks have been with her in the middle,
Here's the serve from Maggie Peterson, and that is a service ace as Beeler again, a difficult one to handle on the serve.
I'm not really sure what happened there,
but it is a service ace. 11-10 Northwestern. Peterson back to serve again. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Dungeon now sets far side. On the attack goes Coffee, and that's a kill. And a point for the Tigers. So 11-11 in set 3. Back and forth we've gone. Again, tied at one set apiece as Sydney Dungeon goes back to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Peterson. Robinson sets, middle of the floor to Eubanks. That one's blocked. Kept alive by Peterson now. Northwestern with it. Having to go over is Honeycutt on the attack, and that's a kill and a point just inside the back line.
We've had a lot of luck also with those back row spikes. Just East Central's not ready for that, and we have so much fire behind it that we're finding a kind of a rhythm with it.
And again, Shinow Taylor kind of let that one go, as thought that one might be out, but it's in for the Rangers. As here's the serve from Dieterding. And it's going to be a point for East Central as we see the flag actually went down to the floor and then kind of came back up a little bit.
It looked like it was going to drop on the inside of the line, and it definitely didn't. Not what you want to see for Northwestern.
12-12 now. Here's the serve. Received by Peterson. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack, and that is going to be a point for East Central. As a good move from Dungeon that time, really to get out of the way. Yeah. And it goes out of play.
You hate to see that too, because those shots are just so hard, and they look like they're just gonna annihilate East Central, and they just fall right on the outside of the line.
As Robinson sets far side for Honeycutt on the kill, now middle of the floor, and it's now tied at 13 again. Northwestern now to serve. Eubanks, here's the serve. Actually goes right into the net that time. Not a good effort from Jennifer Eubanks on the serve. It's a service error.
That's our 5th one of the night.
Yes, it is. 14-13. Tigers now with the lead and the serve. Zanaya Norvell. Here's the serve. Just gets over the net. Received by Northwestern. Robinson sets middle of the net. Honeycutt on the attack. It's blocked to the net. Hit a couple of times. Now hitting it over is Coffee. Great save by Peterson. Set far side. Honeycutt on the attack. It's kept alive by Coffee, who makes a great dig. Now East Central back over with it. Dig by Peterson. Robinson keeps it alive. Sets for Honeycutt.
She's mad at herself.
Tip it this one over. It goes into the net for an attack error.
I have really just got to say, I think East Central just keeps getting so lucky with being in the right position to save those balls, because it is just It's crazy how they're getting to this.
Norville now with the serve as Robinson tips this one over. East Central can't get to that one. Diving for that one and a good effort was Sydney Dungeon. Not able to get to it, though. She does barely get a hand on it. But it will be a point for Northwestern.
She's had about 3 or 4 of those tonight, and they've all worked in our favor.
So Caitlin Robinson back to serve. It's 15-14 Tigers. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Kept alive now by East Central. They just have to go over with this one. That's a dig by Dieterding. Now they set Clark on the attack and a kill just inside the back line as Beeler couldn't get a hand on it. And it's a point for the Rangers. And we're now tied at 15.
Just need for them to pull away so I don't have so much anxiety.
Here's the serve from Robinson. Received by Taylor. Now they set far side. Greenmeyer. Now dig by Robinson. Miller sets Clark on the attack. Dig that time by Coffey. Now set up in the front. Smith just gets it over. Dig by Kiana Clark. Robinson sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack. That's a good dig from Coffey. Now they set far side. Taylor on the attack. And it's going to be a point, I believe, for East Central. Again, that was a double hit against Northwestern.
In what way? I'm just so confused.
But again, that's...
Or were they giving 2 as in, like, it was an error on Kiana? Because, they hold up the number.
Right.
So that's why I'm also confused. But
Clark on the attack. East Central with it now in possession. Taylor on the attack. Now dug out by Robinson. Sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Goes off of Taylor's hands and out of play. And it's a kill for Katie Honeycutt. And again, tied at 16.
And that's really what Northwestern needs to capitalize on is East Central being so out of where they're supposed to be. And they're just getting so lucky with getting the ball back over that they're having trouble getting shifted back into position. And Northwestern, most of their kills have kind of been in those positions where they're not ready for it.
Parks to serve, tied at 16. Received by Coffey. Sets now on the attack goes Smith, and that one's blocked right back at him. And I believe Alexi Beach was one of those in there on the block for the point.
She was very excited. The look on her face just then.
Now Rangers with the lead, 17-16. See if they can keep it up as Parks to serve. That's received by Caitlin Coffey. Now Greenmeyer keeps it alive. Smith with it over. And on the attack goes too far past the back line on the attack here. It's 18-16 now, Rangers. Now they had a little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, Sydney really knew where she was on the court, and that really helped her out a lot. She didn't go for that ball. She just kind of watched it soar past her head.
Here's the serve from Parks. Received by Coffey right at the net. Trying to tip this one over. Good play from Dungeon, but it's dug up by Miller. Now to Clark. Tips this one over. Taylor with the dig. They set back for Taylor on the attack and a kill. And that was perfectly placed because Alexi Beach and Kiana Clark were both right there for the block.
They were, and it kind of just split the two of them. They really weren't together on that, but perfectly placed ball for East Central.
So Taylor now to serve. Received by Parks. Robinson sets far side. Dieterding on the attack. Good dig from Taylor. She got a hand on it. Now on the attack comes Greenmeyer into the net. And an attack error and a point for Northwestern. 19-17 Ranger lead. As we see Sydney Miller, the junior from Raymore, Missouri, go back to serve. Miller to serve. It's received by Greenmeyer. Now they set for Coffey. Just tips this one over, and that's going to be a point and kill. Trying to see, I believe that was Miller who could not get back to it.
Yeah, I think you could tell the look on Coach Abishon's face. He wasn't too happy that she didn't, retreat back to where she needed to go. She kind of just trotted back into the inbounds.
Robinson sets. Eubanks tips this one over, and it's going to be in and a kill and a point for Northwestern. A good play from Eubanks again. Saw the blockers there, just tried to tip it right over the top of it.
Yep, and she kind of hesitated for a second to see if somebody actually got it, but thankfully they didn't.
So 20-18 Northwestern. Peterson to serve. Received by Taylor. Now the set far side, Norville. And it's blocked back at him by Eubanks. And Norville tried to hit it for a third time to get it over, but hit it right into the net, and that's a point for Northwestern. And it looks like Melissa Anderson of East Central wants a timeout. We'll take it with her. In set number 3, we're tied at 1 set apiece, but Northwestern on top of East Central 21-18. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening your first checking account,
buying your first show stock, going to college, opening a small business,
planning a wedding, having a baby. From your first car to a new life after retirement, our banks are here for all of life's milestones.
We plant roots where others have branches. Hi there. This is Chris Thomas, president of Alva State Bank and Trust Company. I would like to invite you to join our bank family. We want to be here for all the important times in your life, and we are proud to be a part of the communities we serve. We look forward to continuing the same services in Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas for many years to come.
Stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 21-18, Northwestern on top of East Central. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Andell. Again, tied at one set apiece. Rangers looking to take control here, though. 4 points away from closing out set number 3. Again, it's our first volleyball broadcast of the season. Looking forward to this one for a while as the serve for Peterson is a service ace that time as Casey Beeler couldn't get to it. Point for the Rangers.
She really does have a very strong serve. You're kind of starting to see a little bit of Toby Barker vibes coming from her.
Let's say you get more playing time as a freshman, too. Peterson now tosses this one up. Here's the serve. That one right at the net. Blocked right back down by Eubanks at the net, and a point for Northwestern. And Rangers now 2 points away from taking set 3.
It's those easy ones that Jennifer Eubanks just kind of shows a little bit of emotion when she hits it, and she's like, oh, too easy.
Peterson with the serve. Received by Coffey right at the net. Greenmeyer now on the attack, and it's going to be an attack error past the back line. Point for the Rangers. And again, folks, we were tied at 16 at one point. It's now 24-18 Rangers. Looking to close out set 3. Here's the serve. Received now. Norville on the attack. Blocked at the net and couldn't get another hand on it. And that is going to be a point for Northwestern. And they win set number 3, 25-18. A good defensive play by Caitlin Robinson to close it out.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of what you want to see from Northwestern, is just build on momentum and really just kind of take charge in this last set.
Well, we begin set number 4 after this. Rangers take set 3, 25-18. They now lead 2 sets to 1. We'll come back for set number 4 after this. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Sports are the ultimate test of hand and eye coordination, whether you are playing or watching. Being able to see clearly makes all sports better. Dr. Troy Smith at Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, has been helping you see better while being a proud Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger supporter since 1981. Call today to schedule your appointment at 580-327-2393. That's 327-2393. Or stop by their office located at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva.
I love my bank are the words our customers say when they bank with us. With our latest technology at your disposal, you can manage cards, pay bills online, transfer money, and so much more. And our newest feature can even earn you rewards with your Bank Central credit card. So switch to Bank Central today, and soon you'll be saying, I love my bank too. Call us today at 580-327-1122 or see our products at bcna.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Adam Jordan, administrator at Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we believe to give is to receive. For every bit of love and care we give our residents, we receive just as much joy and love in return. We are more than residents and staff. We are family. We are proud to be the oldest privately owned nursing home in the state of Oklahoma. When it's time for you to choose a nursing home facility, we hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home. Give us a call, 580-327-1274, or stop by 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Hi, my name's Mikey, and I'm your Big Slick sticker guy. Big Slick Graphics, we do custom signs, banners, and the freshest stickers around. Awesome, right? Do you want something corporate or just have a sick idea you want me to create? You know, because I can hook you up. Give us a call at Big Slick Graphics at 580-748-0008. That's 580-748-0008. Or come on down and see me at 417 Choctaw. Later, Bochachos.
Whether you're purchasing a new home, renovating your existing home, or using the equity in your home for other needs, the home loan products at Community Bank has you covered. Stop by 1729 College Boulevard right here in Alva or call 580-327-5500 today to visit with one of their home loan experts and let them help you get started with your home needs today. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member
FDIC. And welcome back, folks, to Personal Fieldhouse here at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Andel for Northwestern Ranger Volleyball. Northwestern looking to start their conference season 1-0 here this evening. As again, they're taking on the East Central Tigers. They lead it 2-1 as we begin set number 4, looking to close it out here in set 4. They took East Central down in set 3, 25-18. And again, Sydney Miller looking to serve to begin set number 4. Again, after this, keep in mind, Northwestern going on the road for the SNU OBU tournament as Miller served. And we are underway here in set 4. On the attack goes East Central that time, and it was Caitlin Coffey goes, I believe, off the arm of either Eubanks or Dieterding here on the near side.
They both kind of exchanged a glance and kind of told each other, like, all right, we got to get a little bit closer to the side where there's no gap between us.
Here's the serve, received now by Northwestern. On the attack comes the Rangers, but it's dug out by East Central now. On the attack, dig by Robinson. Miller sets far side and just putting two hands on the attack.
Is that even legal?
And hitting it to the floor was Kiana Clark for the kill, and they give it to her.
I didn't even know that was like a legal hit.
Oh, no, my apologies. No, they're not going to give that one to her.
I was going to say that.
I saw them initially point this direction, and then they changed the call. It's 2-0 Tigers now, as that was received by Dieterding. Now they set back for Dieterding on the attack. That one's dug out by Beeler. Now on the attack was Norval. Miller sets, Dieterding on the attack, clips the net, hit a few times by the Tigers, but it's a kill for the Rangers nonetheless.
ECU really hadn't shifted back in their defense. They weren't able to get back and get there for Dieterding to hit that.
2-1 Tigers over the Rangers as Maggie Peterson will go back to serve. Again, the freshman getting plenty of playing time tonight. Here's the serve. Received by Beeler. Norval just kind of tosses this one over. Robinson sets, far side. Eubanks hit it over with her left hand. Nearly dropped in, but a good save from the Tigers. Now on the attack comes Greenmeyer. Hit at the net. Northwestern now with possession. Robinson sets, far side. Dieterding on the attack. This one's hit high up in the air by Taylor. Making a great play to save it is Dungeon. Now over with it is East Central. Good play from the Tigers. Robinson sets. On the attack goes Dieterding. And that one's hit, popped up in the air. Taylor dives for it, not able to get to it.
Yeah, you could definitely tell the Rangers were excited about that. They had gotten East Central out of position. I mean, clear completely over here into the stands. And you were really hoping they could capitalize on that.
Tied at 2. Peterson back to serve again. As Beeler actually hit that one almost right at Coffey and had her hands right here.
Yeah.
Hit right off of Coffey's forearms and straight to the floor. So a service ace for Maggie Peterson, her second. 3-2. Here's the serve. Received by Beeler. Now they'll set Norval on the attack as Peterson that time got a hand on it, but not able to come up with a dig. And that's a kill for the Tigers. Good hustle that time for Peterson, though.
Yeah, for sure. She was there. She just couldn't get there fast enough.
3-3 Tigers and Rangers as Coffey will go back to serve. Received by Miller. Robinson sets Eubanks high up for the attack. That's a good dig that time from Beeler. East Central now on the attack. Gets blocked by Eubanks right at the net. And that's a point for Northwestern.
She timed that so perfectly. She sat there and she kind of hesitated for a second. She went up, just got both hands on that, and ECU just had no chance.
No, that's one of those. There's just not much you can do about it. From Eubanks, it's 4-3 Tigers now as Dieterding back to serve. Here's the serve, and that's going to be a service error as it just hits the top of the net and falls back in.
That is her third service error of the night. Not something you want to see out of that.
As we're now tied at 3. So here's the serve from Norval. Received by Peterson. Robinson sets Eubanks on the attack. Well, it's a good dig from East Central. They keep it alive. And then having to go over is Greenmeyer. Now the dig by Miller. Robinson sets again. Eubanks on the attack. That one goes off the hand that time of Taylor and then out of play. And a kill for Jennifer Eubanks.
I was going to say, Coach Abishon seems to be calling plays that are just really setting Eubanks up right there in the middle because he's seen that that's where ECU's having trouble with us.
5-4. Eubanks back to serve. Here's the serve. It's received by Coffey. Now they'll set here on the near side for Greenmeyer. Dig by Dieterding. Now set far side Honeycutt. Just kind of tips this one over. Kept alive by East Central.
How are they doing this?
On the attack was Caitlin Coffey as it goes into the net for the attack error. Point for Northwestern.
They are getting so lucky. I mean, I don't know what it is. They're having great hustle, but they're just getting so lucky.
6-4 Rangers. Eubanks on the attack, on the serve. as Beeler receives this one. Coffee now on the attack. I think that hit off of Northwestern. It did at the net. I think that was Honeycutt who got a hand on it. Goes out of play. That's a kill for the Tigers.
Not much you can do about that, you know. She was there. She just had it. It just went right off her hands.
Greenmeyer to serve.
Watch it.
And that one is a service error as it's too far past the back line. And a point for Northwestern. It's now 7-5. Again, Rangers trying to close this one out tonight. Win their first Great American Conference match of the year. As Peterson will check out. Back in is Alexi Beach. Robinson to serve. Here it is. Receive by Robertson. Now this one is hit over by Coffee. As Robinson sets far side. Clark on the attack and kill as she went high up to get that one. And another kill for Kiana Clark.
And she knew that she had that, too. As soon as she got down, she kind of just started walking towards the huddle. She knew no one from ECU was going to get that.
Clark now has 9 kills so far this evening. Second on the team. As here's the serve. Received by Robertson. Now Taylor on the kill, and that one too far on the far side on the attack error, and it's a point for Northwestern. It's now 9-5. Rangers taking control here in set 4. Robinson to serve. Received by Robertson. Now they set far side to Smith. Tips this one over. Dig by Robertson. Now they set for Honeycutt. This one's blocked back at Clark with a great save. Dig by Robinson. Now tipping this one over is Dieterding. And a great play by Dieterding as kind of hits this one right in the middle of the floor for the kill.
Just a light little floater, you know, just a little tap. And that's exactly what Northwestern needed, was to kind of swing that momentum and really frustrate ECU.
Well, Coach Anderson wants a timeout. We'll take it with her. Here in set number 4, Northwestern leading 2-1. They lead it 10-5 in set 4. We'll come back after this. This is Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Older Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Croft Country Chevrolet in Alva is the largest Chevrolet dealer in Northwest Oklahoma. They offer a number of new or pre-owned vehicles in their inventory. Whether you're in the market for a car or truck, Croft Country Chevrolet should be where you look to replace your current vehicle. Croft Country Chevrolet also offers the largest new and pre-owned bell bed selection in Northwest Oklahoma. So stop shopping online and come on down to visit with the experienced sales staff at Croft Country Chevrolet, located at 401 East Oakland Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Dingall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 35 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile.
Well, we're back at it here in set number 4. Smith's shot is blocked back over. Now Alexi Beach on the attack, goes off the hand of a Tiger and bounces out of play. That's a kill for Alexi Beach.
She's been pretty quiet tonight, you know, for someone who, as a freshman, a true freshman getting to start, she's been relatively pretty quiet.
Here's the serve from Robinson. Received by Beeler. Now they'll set for Taylor on the attack. And that was blocked right back down again by Alexi Beach. And I believe she's got 2 of those tonight.
Yeah, she does. Defensively, she's been outstanding. She's been all over the court. She's really kind of just commanding and letting everybody know where they need to go and things like that.
Robinson with the serve. Received by East Central. Dungeon keeps this one alive. Taylor on the attack. And that one is going to be too far on this side. And that's going to be an attack error and a point for Northwestern.
Thank goodness, because there was no one there in that back corner if it did fall in.
Again, if Taylor places that one, that's a kill and a point, but it's now 13-5. Robinson with the serve, and that one is a service error. And again, the Rangers, though, had a lot of momentum moving, still with a 7-point lead.
Caitlin's serve has really stepped up this year. I remember last year she had a few of those ones that just kind of hit the net and toppled in.
Here's the serve. Received by Dieterding. Now they'll set back for Honeycutt as she tried to just tap at that one. It actually lands into the net on this side and falls in.
Same one from earlier when she was on that opposite side from us, and she could tell that she just didn't get underneath it quite a bit.
13-7. Back to serve, though, is Shinell Taylor. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. Robinson sets back for Clark on the attack, and that is a kill as it actually went off 3 Tigers who tried to block that one and then straight to the middle of the floor.
Once again, seeing that success in the middle of the court, you know, Northwestern's offense has really kind of seen a lot of, just like I said, success to being able to hit right up the middle.
Honeycutt will check out. Tara Parks now will check in. Here's the serve. Received by Robertson. Now they'll set far side on the attack. And, boy, hitting a rocket was Coffee that time. It was blocked by Northwestern, but falls in on their side for the kill.
Yeah. We were there. They just couldn't get to go back over.
That was a heater that time from Caitlin Coffey. 14-8. Northwestern still leads. Back to serve. Now is Beeler. Robinson sets. Alexi Beach on the attack and kill. Boy, Beach all of a sudden coming alive here.
I know. She must have heard me say she was a little quiet because she just was really made such a force here for the Rangers.
He's got a couple of kills. And then a few blocks as well, too, as Miller now. Oh, I don't think they were ready to go. As Miller jumped the gun a little bit there on the service. As we'll see a substitution.
Is that a fault on us? Are we out of order or what?
I believe, I'm going to say Miller will sit along with Alexi Beach. We'll see Braylee Studi check in. Studi's first action tonight. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Dungeon sets for Norvell, and that one's blocked at the net by Clark and Eubanks, and that's a point for Northwestern. I don't even know if they actually even had to. I don't know that it was going to get over.
Yeah, it kind of hit the top of the tape and kind of fell back onto the court.
Studi again with a serve, and that is a service error on the night for Northwestern. Rangers now with 6 service errors tonight.
Alexi Beach checks back in for Northwestern.
Nope.
Alexi Beach will check back in now.
I think the rules for that are so weird with the libero, and someone's got to flop in, flop out.
Dungeon now with the serve. Robinson sets. Far side on the attack goes Dieterding, and a kill for Dieterding, as that time, I believe, Beeler couldn't get to it. And Maggie Peterson now in for Kiana Clark. Peterson will serve.
Dieterding has found such success with just kind of those simple, easy tap, movements over the net.
Here's the serve. See by East Central. They'll set here for Coffee on the attack, and that is a point as it just hit the back line. Boy, tell you what, Caitlin Coffee, she goes for the hill. Yes, she does.
Yeah, she can hit the crap out of the ball.
Definitely some heat behind it. 17-10. Received by Miller. Robinson sets Eubanks. Middle of the floor. Attack and kill. And that was just perfectly set up by Robinson to Eubanks. And it's now 18-10.
Whenever they see Eubanks in the middle, they might as well just clear the court. That's all I have to say.
18-10. Northwestern just 7 points away from taking this one tonight and moving to 6-4 on the season. Also 1-0 in Great American Conference play. Marin McDaniel will check in now. Another freshman from Oklahoma City by way of Mustang High School. Here's the serve. Received by Coffee. Now they'll set on the attack. It's East Central. Now dug out by Northwestern. On the attack goes Honeycutt. Now back to Taylor for East Central on the attack, and that's a kill. I believe may have just clipped the hand that time by Eubanks.
Yeah, just went right off the outside pinky of her left hand, but I really thought she had that.
Zanaya Norville will go back to serve. Received by Peterson. Robinson sets. Eubanks again tips this one over. Perfectly placed on the far side near the attack line. And that's a point for Northwestern.
She noticed ECU's defense had kind of shifted back, waiting for that kill, and then she kind of tipped it over.
Alexi Beach will check in now. Eubanks back to serve. Northwestern leading 19-11. Set number 4. Here's the serve. Received by Coffee. Now they'll set. Greenmeyer. Dig by Eubanks. Robinson sets. Beach on the attack is blocked back at her. Beach keeps it alive. Now Honeycutt on the attack. Did it drop in? It did on the back line, and a kill. Oh, no, my apologies. Now the initial signal,
man.
It was.
I definitely thought that it dropped in, but...
So it is going to be a point for East Central. So it's 19-12. Honeycutt on the attack actually hit off the net and then to the floor. But it works out for the Rangers, and Honeycutt with the kill. It's now 20-12.
She had a little bit of a miss hit there with her hand, and she's exchanging a look with Sydney Miller as if like, wow, I didn't mean to do that. Thank goodness it went in my favor.
Here's 20-12. Here's the serve. On the attack goes Taylor. It's blocked back at East Central. East Central now over with it. Miller to Robinson. Sets. Clark on the attack and kill for Kiana Clark. Quinn Robinson has been fantastic in the middle tonight with setting.
Oh, 100%. I mean, she's always on. You've never seen her do a bad set.
And again, she's been that way ever since she was a freshman of this program. As here's the serve from Robinson. Dungeon, that's far side. Smith on the attack, and that is a kill. Actually went off of Beach and, I believe, Kiana Clark, and then to the middle of the floor.
Marin almost had that. She was almost there, got a hand on it, but just couldn't get underneath it enough.
21-13.
Oh,
Sam
gosh.
Taylor, and boy, Clark just barely gets a hand on it, keeps it alive. Having to go over with it does Honeycutt. East Central now possession. On the attack comes Coffee. Nice dig. And there's going to be that one was a kill by Kelly Smith as we actually set her up well for that one right in the middle of the net.
Yeah, I mean, Honeycutt kind of just barely got underneath that ball, and it wasn't in a good position for Northwestern to really...
That's the easiest one you're going to have all night.
Exactly. I mean, it set them up perfectly.
So it's now 21-14. Sydney Carvajal will check in now, another freshman. Leander, Texas. Robinson sets Beach on the attack, and that one's going to drop in for a kill. As I believe that went over the head of Beeler, but Taylor couldn't get to it.
Perfectly placed. You know, she saw that the defense wasn't in the proper position. She said, why would I kill it when I can just tap it over?
So it's now 22-14. Northwestern to serve. It'll be Tara Parks. Here's the serve. Received by East Central. They set far side. On the attack comes Coffee. And Miller tried to dig that one out. Actually stayed alive. It hit up in the ceiling and then fell back down.
Oh, what is that falling from the ceiling, though? This is the question.
Get it hit off of those covers.
The ball boy Dakota was like, saw both those girls come flying at him. He looked at me. He's like, I almost died.
22-15 Rangers lead as we see Beeler back to serve. As they may actually get a new ball.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of funk is up in that ceiling.
Yep, I believe so. Well, not 100% sure.
Maybe.
I guess so.
That must have been the one that hit the...
Let's see if we can get... Oh, okay, well, there you go. So the new ball got stuck up there, and it threw another ball out.
Oh, really?
So they're going to replay the point. So
Good.
It is going to be 22-15 instead of 22-16.
Wow, what are the odds?
Well, that's interesting. We've had a lot of new ones tonight, folks.
We have.
First broadcast of the year, too, you know. Tara Parks back to serve for Northwestern, and another stoppage of play. As we'll see Kelly Smith check in now for East Central. Again, it's 22. Oh, my apologies. It's actually 22-14 Northwestern. 3 points away from taking this. Serve from Parks. Received by Coffee. Now they'll set far side. Coffee now on the attack. It's dig that time by Dieterding. Now they'll set far side for Carvajal on the attack. And a kill for Sydney Carvajal. The freshman gets her first kill of the evening. Good to see all these freshmen getting some playing time.
I know. It's very comforting that we have such a deep bench. You know, we can rely on many girls on our team.
Here's the serve. Northwestern now with it. Smith on the attack. It's blocked at the net. Smith hits it over. Parks with a great save, keeping alive. Miller now up with it. Now going over is Dieterding. Big by Taylor. Now they'll set far side. On the attack goes, I believe that was Coffee, but it skips off the net and out of play on the near side. Point for Northwestern. Folks, Ranger fans on your feet. This is a chance for Northwestern to close it out tonight. 24-14, Ranger lead. Here's the serve. Received that time by Beeler. They'll set far side on the attack, and that is a kill for East Central. And the Tigers will stay alive and set 4. Crowd now on its feet here in Percival Fieldhouse. Beeler to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Northwestern. Beach keeps it alive. Back to Dieterding. Pushes this one over. Dig by Taylor. Now they set for Norval, and it's blocked back at Norval. Now keep it alive is Coffee. Dig by Miller. Robinson sets. Carvajal attack. Dig that time by Greenmeyer. Now Coffee on the attack, and that is going to be a kill and point. Back-to-back points for the Tigers now as that one was blocked at the net and skips over to our broadcast position. 24-16.
The Rangers just want their fans on their feet a little bit longer. That's why they're holding this out.
Yeah. Beeler to serve. That one just gets over the net. Received by Miller. Robinson Carvajal on the attack. And
there
kill.
You go.
And a point for Northwestern for Sidney Carvajal. And that will do it in the first Great American Conference game of the year. Northwestern takes down East Central 25-16 in set 4. And they win this one 3-1.
I got a little nervous there in that first set, but, I'm glad that we were able to pull this win out and really kind of capitalize on all of those East Central errors.
No, absolutely. Again, the Rangers did. Again, first set, a little bit of a struggle. You knew East Central obviously was going to come over. Didn't have anything to lose. They were 0-9 on the season. Won it 28-21. Rangers win the next 3, 25-15, 25-18, and 25-16 here in set number 4. And congratulations, really, the Ranger volleyball team and Coach Abishon getting his first Great American Conference victory.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yes, no, that's huge, especially, even though, it's East Central and all and everything, but that just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the season, especially heading into conference play.
Tigers now drop to 0-10 on the season. They're 0-3 away from Ada, and they're 0-1 in Great American Conference play. Northwestern now moves to 6-4 on the season. In fact, the Rangers have now won 5 of their last 6, and they're 1-0 in Great American Conference play. We'll take a timeout, come back. The Peak Environment post-game wrap-up show begins after this. You're listening to Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Peak Environment is proud to support Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Offering a variety of services throughout the year, we can always tackle whatever you need. If you've been thinking about having your yard mowed, landscaping the front yard, or getting rid of those pesky weeds, Peak Environment has you covered. We will even build your privacy fence or install Christmas lights. Whatever it may be, we strive to provide the best customer service and job quality around. So call our office today at 580-748-8003 to create your Peak Environment.
Knowledge is power. It's also the foundation for intelligent, well-considered decisions. When you have retirement in sight, sound decisions are vital in helping you pursue your goals and avoid costly mistakes that can affect your family's future. At E&J Financial, we are committed to helping people just like you create solutions for their retirement assets. Once we understand your tolerance risk, time horizon, and goals, E&J works diligently to develop a program that carefully balances investment strategies with helping preserve your principal. You can visit E&J at one of our 4 locations in Woodward, Stillwater, or right here in Alva.
Whatever your lending needs, Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma can help. Real estate loans, operating loans and equipment loans, roll home loans, livestock loans, ag business loans, and more, all handled with personal service, quick response, and individual attention. When you're ready to raise the stakes, they are the ones raising their hands to help. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff knows the greater Alva community and are the ones to help you with the loans you need. Next time you're in need of a loan, visit Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma in Alva, your source for agricultural loans and services.
Foots Farm Supply in Alva has everything you will need in the way of supplies for your farm or ranch. Foots Farm Supply carries a full line of vet supplies as well as everything you will need for your next fencing project. Foots also has sprayers, plastic ropes, gloves and caps, tools, and so much more. They are now offering liquid Zestera and Zestera infused lick tubs, so be sure to pick them up while they are in stock. So the next time you need everything for your farm or ranch, see the friendly folks at Foots Farm Supply, located at 618 Flint Street, right here in Alva.
Folks, welcome back live here inside Percival Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia and Del Montana McCullough back in studio. Again, it's time to start the Peak Environment postgame show. Peak Environment is your local landscape business in Alva, Oklahoma. They offer mowing, spraying, landscaping, trimming, fencing, and also Christmas light installation. That's Peak Environment of Alva, Oklahoma. Call them for a free estimate at 580-748-8003. Rangers win this one night. Again, 3-1 over East Central. Joining us now here in our Peak Environment postgame show, Northwestern head volleyball coach Fred Abishon. Coach, appreciate you taking time to join us here in the post-game show. Congratulations on the victory tonight.
Oh, Dustin, I'm happy to be on the post-game show. This is my first one with you guys.
Oh, gosh.
And sitting here talking to you and Olivia, I'm very excited.
Yes.
Well, Coach, let's begin with it. Your team, you guys now have won 5 out of your last 6. The only loss being at Fort Hays State University this past weekend. And also, congratulations. You get your first Great American Conference victory tonight. How does it feel?
It feels great. I feel that we came out of the gates a little slow, and I felt that even East Central came out a little slow. It was kind of a sloppy game to begin with, a lot of tipping going on. And then East Central got things going and really started tooling our block like crazy. And I reminded our girls we're the best defensive team in the conference. Step it up. We're number 1 in digs per game. We're number 2 in blocks per game. And And after that, we started seeing a little bit of a change in our defense. But I think we were still just a little sluggish from the weekend, but couldn't be happier with the outcome.
Definitely. That's what I was telling Dustin after that first set. I was like, man, this is not the Ranger team we're used to seeing, just kind of seemed like we were kind of just out of position every now and then and weren't really getting on the block or being able to kind of just be right there to get what they were wanting.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Olivia. We were sloppy. We were lazy. We weren't executing very well. And I tell you what, it was great to see them come back. And not to give up. From what I understand from last year, they were always in tight matches, and sometimes they pull them out, sometimes they wouldn't. And we've talked a lot about how we're going to finish. We're always going to finish. So we didn't start tonight, but at least we finished.
Right, and that's kind of the most important thing.
Yeah, and you guys did, and you look at it, you win the second set 25-15, 25-18, 25-16. Really, you guys dominated from set 2 to 4.
Yeah, and even in set 1, I felt like we started coming back and, we made it 26-28, and we made a close game right there. And that's happened to us a lot this year. I mean, it's been an early season, only 10 matches, but a lot of our set losses have been 2-point losses. Mm-hmm. And then our wins have been a little bigger gap. And so I'm really happy with the final outcome here. And I'm looking at the stats, and, you look at, Jen and Kiana, our two big senior guns on the front line, and you expect to see stats like that. What I'm surprised with, though, is seeing Alexi Beach. A freshman middle, not very big, hit 500, 7 blocks. Mm-hmm. What a difference maker she ended up being out there on the court.
That's literally what it was kind of funny in this last set. I was telling Dustin, I was like, man, Alexi Beach, being a first-time freshman, true freshman out there, she's been kind of quiet tonight. And then she had like back-to-back blocks, back-to-back kills. And I was like, she must have heard me or something because she just came out pistols firing. So,
she plays with incredible high energy. And I brought in freshman Maggie Peterson off the bench to play some back row for Kiana, which is the hardest thing to do because Kiana is a great defensive player. As Maggie comes running up right now, doing some academic stuff and right in front of me here. I love that, Maggie. Good job. But she really stepped up and played well for us and gave us some good consistency.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, too. She had an awesome serve throughout the game. We were talking about last year's senior, Toby Barker. She led the GAC in service aces, and we were kind of saw the same thing, kind of a little bit of a Toby Barker-esque out of Maggie Peterson, which was nice.
No, there's no other Toby Barker. I tell you, I watched film on that girl. I saw her stats. I would be honored to have a player like Toby playing for us.
Well, Maggie did an awesome job.
One thing, tonight, Jennifer Eubanks goes for 15 kills, Kiana Clark with 11. What's the percentage that you obviously are looking for as far as seeing when that total attack percentage? Because Jennifer Eubanks, again, was fantastic tonight. 15 kills and 31 total attacks.
Well, Jen's coming off Player of the Week honors for the GAC. She had a tremendous week last week and hitting .419 with 15 kills and 6 blocks. That's kind of stats she put up all last week. And so looking at Jen, we got to make sure that we be smart with her. She's an explosive player, but you just can't set her too much. And we set her 31 times. That's second highest in the team. You usually don't set middles that much. And I just want to make sure we're not getting her the ball too much, but she did fantastic. That hitting percentage is way higher than I would expect. It's really good.
One player tonight, Caitlin Robinson, Liv and I have seen her play the last couple of years. I thought she was fantastic tonight setting up your attackers.
Oh, she did great. Caitlin and I have developed a good relationship this fall. Last spring, we did our best to make connections, but it was my first semester here with them, and Caitlin wasn't quite used to me. She wasn't used to how I wanted to do things, so it was a little bit of growing pains, but this season, she has been connecting with me. I don't know if you watch, but she looks at me for every play. We talk all the time. I give her evaluations, good decisions, bad decisions, and I just think she's a tremendous setter. We are blessed to have her.
Well, and it's nice to see, you not call, in that first set when you guys kind of started to kind of struggle a little bit. It was nice to see you not really necessarily have to call a timeout and just be like, hey, this is what you need to do. You kind of let the girls kind of figure it out on their own, which I think is really important because in those situations, they need to be able to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, timeouts can be a lot for strategy, but I'm not a big fan of calling timeouts just to chew their heads off and just say, hey, you're not playing good.
Right.
Even though they needed that tonight. But I'm a patient coach. I look at this is the beginning of week 3 of our season.
Right.
With a long way to go. We played 32 matches. This was the 10th. Yeah. There's no time to hit a panic button.
Right.
I had Kiana say to me, not jokingly, but seriously, she said, Coach, chew me out. I said, no, I can just sub you out.
Yeah.
And then she looked at me and said, what? I said, no, if you're not going to play well, I'll sub you out, but I'm not going to yell at you to get you to play better.
Right.
And so I subbed her out of the back row, and she played fantastic.
Yeah, she came out.
Played fantastic.
Yeah, she kind of lit a fire underneath her a little bit.
Absolutely. She got her blocks going. Yeah, she ended up with 6 blocks as a right side. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
And she had 11 kills to boot. So as far as I'm concerned, that's my yelling at her. I subbed her out. She didn't play back row, and she played better.
Yep.
I like that, Coach. Again, congratulations on the victory tonight. You guys moved to 6-4, 1-0 in conference play. Talk about what you've got as far as the schedule looking forward. I know you've got this new OBU tournament coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be again. Tournaments are tough. 4 matches in 2 days. Division I has stopped doing that. They usually just play 3 now in 2 days in tournaments. This weekend we hit a lot of fatigue because of a hot gym. I'm not overly excited to play in another tournament. Our girls need a break, but at the same time, it's a little closer to home. I think we have a little more compatible schedule as far as playing at 11 and 2 each day, so we get good night's rest. If you can be excited about getting tired again, I guess I'm a little excited. But for the most part, I'm excited for the competition. I'm looking forward to the good teams that are going to be at SNU. We play OBU and SNU next week, and they're the ones hosting the tournament this weekend. So we get a chance to maybe take a peek at them before we play them next week as well. But I like the competition. I think our girls are ready for a break. So I'm looking forward to tournament time being done, where you focus on 1 match a day, and that's about it.
Right.
Well, Coach, looking forward to it. Again, good luck this weekend, obviously, at the tournament, and I know we'll see you back here. A game that Livy and I know look forward to doing every year when you guys take on Southern Nazarene in September 26th. I know it's a long time down the road, though.
Well, you're right. It's coming fast, so it's only next week, next Thursday, so it's coming fast. But thank you so much for having me on the show.
Again, appreciate Coach joining us here in the postgame, and good luck this weekend. Our thanks to Northwestern head volleyball coach Fred Abishan for joining us here in the Peak Environment postgame show. Livia, before we wrap this one up, a great victory tonight for Northwestern, starting off 1-0. They now, again, are 6-4 on the season. I like the look of this team. This was, obviously in our debut with Coach Abishan. I know this was his 10th match, but I think moving forward, this team's going to be very successful. They're going to be a player in the Great American Conference.
Yeah, I definitely think so, too. It's kind of nice to see just a change up in coaching style. And like he said, he's like, I'm a very patient coach. I'm not going to chew you. I'm just going to sub you. And I think that's sometimes what the girls need, is not necessarily getting yelled at, but just understanding like, hey, if you're not playing well, I'm going to pull you. I'm going to put somebody in who wants to play kind of thing. And I think that sometimes motivates girls or motivates just players in general. And like he said, it did work for Kiana. She literally, came out guns and blazing after she got sat for working back row.
No, she really did. And again, some final statistics. Again, those are brought to you by Foots Farm Supply. Set number 1 for Northwestern. Rangers go with 12 kills, 5 errors, 47 total attacks. Again, the percentage are not very good, right around 15%. Boy, and then you see after that, 13 kills, 29 total attacks, nearly 45%. 13 kills, 31 total attacks for about 23%, and then even better in set number 4, 16 kills, 30 total attacks for 43%. Very successful night for Northwestern, really, I guess, outside the first set.
Yeah, for sure, especially in that second set, that 0 errors is what's really just a good thing. Exactly kind of what you want to see is you want to see our offense being able to make those plays and be able to make those plays right. You don't want to see a lot of errors behind that, so I think that's big.
But again, tonight, East Central takes set number 1, 28-26. Rangers win the next 3. They win at 25-15, 25-18, and 25-16 to win their first Great American Conference game of the season and under new head coach Fred Abishan. Liv, great job again tonight. Appreciate you joining for the broadcast. I cannot wait for next Thursday because that's going to be a lot of fun when SNU comes to town.
Questionable if I will be here, but I will try.
You definitely have to.
I know.
With SNU in town, it's one of those.
It's one of those things. I have to be here, but we have to go to an SGA conference in Oklahoma City that night. So.
I understand. Duty calls. Appreciate you again joining me here on the broadcast tonight. Liv, I'll let you get out of here.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks again to Olivia Yandel for joining us here tonight, again on the broadcast. Again, looking forward to Northwestern Ranger volleyball here in the 2019 season. Rangers win it. Your final score, final time. Rangers take down East Central 3-1. And now move to 6-4 on the season and 1-0 in Great American Conference play. Our next Northwestern Ranger volleyball broadcast will come to you next Thursday night when Southern Nazarene rolls to town on, again, September 26th, a Thursday at 7 p.m., which means our Top Knot Studio pregame show begins at 6:45. But that's going to do it for us here from Purcell Fieldhouse tonight. For Montana McCullough, again, appreciate Coach Abishan joining us here in the postgame show. For Olivia Andell, this is Dustin Goodnote saying so long from Purcell Fieldhouse in Alva, and Ride, Rangers, Ride.